Welcome to Sarcasm and Serotonin. All right, well, welcome back. We are another episode of Sarcasm and Serotonin, y'all.
I could hear the COVID in your deep breath right there.
I know. I'm still not 100%. I'm like 90.
Did you end up with pneumonia?
No, I got a bunch of snot still.
Oh, the sinus drainage.
So, yeah, I ended up with a little case of the coronavirus.
That's like round 4.
4.
God.
And I did take the stab.
Impeccable immune system.
Yeah. I did take the stab. It worked. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't
but your
that bad.
testicles withered away and fell off.
Yes. Actually, one of them is very large right now. Probably wouldn't fit in your drink glass.
Is that? I hope not.
No, last Sunday, I got to feeling not so good. And then that Monday morning, I woke up and I was like, it ain't happening. And I took a COVID.
You knew.
Yeah. I took a COVID. I didn't know it was COVID. I thought, so going back, me and Jeremy did an investigation Friday night for Dead South. And old grungy ass building, just kind of the way it was. And didn't really think a whole lot about it.
Right.
But I thought it was sinuses.
Like you picked up some mold or something.
Yeah, this is a dusty, moldy building, and I'm thinking, well, that's probably sinuses. And then, so after that, I was like, well, let me do a COVID test just to be sure.
Failed it.
Dude, I'm talking about like immediately. Immediately,
you knew.
Changed. And, but I was down for, I'd say Sunday I was sick, Monday and Tuesday I was sick, and about Wednesday started feeling a little bit better, and then Thursday it was like a light switch.
No shit.
Yeah, I was
nice.
fine. Then Amanda tested positive on Wednesday. So
fun.
yeah, so
the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, that thing is wonderful. Kids didn't get it though, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, mine didn't get it when I was like that shit about killed me the first time I had it.
Yeah, and
my kids didn't get it. And they were all over me.
I don't. I guess their immune system's better. They're dirty ass little kids running around. But yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on. You've had some interesting stuff happen in the past couple of weeks.
Oh, which one?
Well, the vicious animal attack. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. So, boy decides he's going to walk home for one of the very first times ever to his mama's house. He gets chewed on like a toy by two
So it was like
dogs.
one of his first times doing it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's maybe the second or third time he's ever walked home.
That's bad luck.
Yeah. And I happened to be at work when he get the phone call, so
yeah,
it's a pretty helpless little feeling. But he's doing good. He's just sore. He got a couple of good teeth marks on him, so they got a hold of his knee pretty good.
That is kind of, I don't know. That's
the homeowner was gracious enough to give him a wet
nap.
A wet nap and say, "It's just a scratch, kid.
It is but a flesh wound."
So I bought it. I thought Jackson was overreacting. I said, "Shit, bro, like." How bad could it be? Because the guy's on the phone telling me this thing's a scratch. And Jackson's eyes like, yeah, it's just a scratch. And then he sends me a picture. And I'm like, that is not a scratch, man. That's a whole mouth.
The whole ass dog bit you.
Oh, man.
That is hilarious. But, yeah, so between sickness and everything else, it's been I don't know. It's
weird
been
week and a half.
It has been a weird week and a half.
I feel like everybody's got flu A or COVID.
Yeah. The COVID's going around a lot, man. I didn't realize it was that prevalent.
Yeah.
Prevalent's the word I'll use. But, yeah, it's back to its old self again. So I'm not really happy about that, but that is what it is. Excuse me. So if you hear me sounding a little odd, that's just what it is. This week, I was thinking about some things to talk about. Go ahead and tell y'all, I don't know when this episode's actually going to come out. It's probably going to be probably the end of February, 1st of March.
Probably 1st of March at this point.
Somewhere along in there. But anyway, we are recording on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
This is Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day for everybody. And Brent, I got you a Valentine's Day present.
Did you?
Yes. It's not.
Listen, I haven't had a Valentine for a couple years, bro.
It has. It is. It's not much, but it's a little thing that I got for you. And here it is, right here.
Digging in deep. Digging in deep.
Happy Valentine's Day to all you single men.
That is perfect. That needs to. That's got to be a shirt somewhere.
That is. Yeah.
It's got to be.
It's got to be. If not, let's make it into a shirt.
100%.
Hey, y'all, we've been getting some requests as well for some merch. I'm working with some suppliers, see what we got going on, some stickers and shirts and hats and stuff like that. And
I bet I've got 30 to 35 requests for the shirt, just the logo that is our icon for the social media.
Yeah, that logo that's back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we should do it. I'm going to get somebody and we'll pull the trigger on that, I think.
Well, there's your answer for all those that were asking me. I probably haven't got a chance to get back to you, but it's coming.
Yeah. But, yeah, also, I just wanted to remind everybody as well, follow us on social media at Sarcasm and Serotonin on Facebook, Instagram, and the YouTube. And our podcast is pretty much everywhere. Spotify, Apple, Google, iHeartRadio, all the other podcast things.
YouTube.
Yeah,
You
YouTube.
check it out on YouTube.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all. I've been kind of batting this around a little bit, Brent. I don't know whether I'm not going to limit it a little bit. Now we've getting great responses, but the fact is that the majority of our viewers, our listeners, are viewing on YouTube or Spotify.
Okay.
The vast majority. Then there's a small percentage that listen on Apple.
What one's linked to Facebook? Because that's where all of my messages come through.
I
should probably know this answer, but I don't know shit.
Hell, I should probably know this answer since I do it. Usually that's YouTube.
It's a YouTube
It
video?
just depends on which link I grab to throw in there.
I got you.
Usually I do the YouTube link. But as this thing has progressed, we've realized one thing, and that is that our video component of what we do is critically important to the content. And so some of our episodes, really, if you try to listen to them, you're going to miss out a lot just because of the video component of it. And so the only two places that currently support the video component is YouTube and Spotify.
Gotcha.
And so right now I'm going to kind of leave it as it is, but the numbers are showing that those are where we're getting the majority of our viewers. So, if you are listening to us and you go, I don't really understand it. Well, go to the YouTube channel, go to the Spotify link, and you can watch the actual video for stuff when we do bad book covers, bad album covers, and bad white people food and stuff like that. So to get that full experience, you can definitely go to YouTube or Spotify.
For my mom that's listening, just continue to listen to the audio only. You don't need to continue to watch the videos.
Mom, you should definitely watch the videos. Most of the time he's shirtless.
That was actually one of the things that was brought up. They wanted me to do one of these casts with no shirt on. Like, you don't want to see a 38-year-old man sitting here without a shirt.
You definitely don't want to see a 47-year-old man in no shirt. But no, so that's kind of what we got going on. So this week I thought about a couple of things. Number one, we talked about it before we started recording. Everybody can kind of see the picture back here behind us. And if you don't know who this is, I don't want to know you. But this is a scene that was painted for me from one of my favorite movies, Tombstone. And this is a picture of Doc Holliday in the third act when he's walking up to Johnny Ringo at the end of the movie when he kills Johnny Ringo. And I will fight you over this. that was probably one of the best performances by any actor in the world, Val Kilmer in that movie. But talking about that, what is your favorite movie, Brent?
Oh, geez. I'm a kind of a history nerd, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I am. I'm not into the sci-fi stuff. I really enjoy like some Denzel Washington stuff, though.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a Denzel guy, kind of through and through. Even all the way back to, a lot of people don't even remember it, but like Glory.
Oh,
Matthew Broderick and all those
yeah,
boys
I
is
do
one of the
remember
very
that.
first ones that really put Denzel on the board.
yeah.
But yeah, I enjoy a good Denzel movie.
Yeah, I can say without question, I have it on VHS. I have it on DVD. I've got it.
You can't go wrong with Tombstone. What
Yeah.
a cast that was back in
Yeah,
the day.
and I remember when I was real young, when I say real young, in my early 20s, they would, in the afternoons and the evenings, after we'd get off work or whatever we were doing, we would go to my buddy's house, and his mom would actually cook supper for us every night. And we would sit there, eat supper, drink beer, and watch Tombstone every night.
Over and over again.
That movie, Varsity Blues.
Holy shit. Okay. That one's in the top. It's got to be in the top 10.
Billy Bob.
Yeah, it's gotta be in the top 10.
Billy Bob's the man. So, but we would just watch them in like rotation over and over and over again. It was insane. But
Damn.
yeah, we didn't have. We
You never got bored of it. Well, I guess with beer and out involved.
with beer and in the woods. It's really
You just throwing out one-liners from the movie the whole time.
the whole time, the whole time.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Yeah. But I was thinking about that, and again, today we're recording on Valentine's Day. But again, there are some things out there that I would like to discuss about Valentine's Day that I find pretty damn funny. If I can get these links to work tonight. Yeah, there we go.
Hallmark holidays.
Yes. So this is from the New York Post, and let me put the screen up here so everyone can see it.
This is all Valentine's Day related?
Yes, just this one.
Show me how much you love me by spending money on me.
Yes. So, what the hell? Reese's Valentine. What is all these pop-ups, man? Who gives a
You got a porn virus.
fat baby's ass? Reese's Valentine's Day pink heart candy compared to male anatomy. I can't unsee this.
I feel like these have been on the shelf for a while. Or have you seen the male?
Are you ready?
Oh, God. This is some Karen that just found a way. Okay, it absolutely looks like a scrotum. I'm not gonna lie
That's a
to you.
nutsack.
That's a nutsack. But somebody was looking for some publicity here, man.
Had to be, but still.
I'd still eat it.
Now, here's the thing. At work today, our buddy Roger, he had one look just like this.
His is way bigger.
No, it was the Reese's one, not his. But that is also a fact. So yeah, it's crazy that these Karens are out there doing this stuff. But it goes back again. What are these people thinking that make this stuff? Like they obviously like 1 out of 1 million didn't do like this. Like most of them look like this.
But and that probably so. But at what point? I mean, what is it? Like your 14-year-old came up and was like, "Hey, Mom, look, this looks like a nutsack.
This looks like balls.
We're gonna take this nationwide. This is a fucking problem now.
Yeah.
Reese's can't be selling nutsack shaped hearts
If it had like dark chocolate, like little stripes on it,
veins.
the ridges.
But let's be honest, that's probably a pretty good idea. What is Valentine's Day? What are most men looking for on Valentine's Day?
Balls.
Yeah, something with their balls, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's marketing.
I guess. But I don't know. It would just seem to me like somebody at Reese's or whoever the parent company would go,
You think so? Like, oh, it's not looking real good coming out of the form.
yeah,
Let's go ahead and pull that off production line.
Let's change that a little bit. Can we widen it and make it a little fatter? Maybe
It's got to fit in that little. It's got to fit in that little tray, though, man.
yeah, but who wants to be gnawing on the nutsack like that?
Listen, if it tastes like Reese's peanut butter, there's a chance I'm gonna be right there.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not that prideful, Joey. I love Reese's. I'll do anything for a little bit of money in a dare.
Oh, really?
So the lot of money in a dare.
The Klondike bar thing was absolutely something for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially on this hot summer day.
Yeah. So I was also thinking this week, have you been reading any of the stuff about all the AI stuff?
Which, like, as far as like the AI robots for like telemarketers and the business plans?
Well, that and the writing and the pictures and all that stuff.
Everything is going that way.
Yeah. Well, our logo I made with AI.
Yeah. I figured.
But, you know, it's weird that it just seems like within the last 6 months, it's like perforated, like everything in life.
To me, the scary part is how much it responds.
Yeah.
How responsive it is for the AI voices and the phone calls. You can't even tell it's not a human.
No, not at all. And that really scared me a lot. And pardon me. Dong. That goes with the nutsack. Dong.
I like it.
But Google has warned people about it. And I thought this was something else that's really interesting. Google's actually warning people, number one, which I find.
That's already a red flag.
Yeah.
If Google's warning you.
Don't tell your AI anything personal, Google warns in new Gemini privacy notice. It's like saving everything, dude.
Well, now the AIs are on, they're part of your Snapchat, and you have to pay to get it off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's everywhere.
What are you doing on Snapchat?
I have Snapchat.
Yeah.
My son.
Oh.
Yeah. It's fun. You have it?
No.
You should do it. It's fun.
No. I probably like had it 3 times and I always end up deleting it. I don't ever use it.
No. I'm telling you, the younger generation, that's the only, like, the new text messaging.
I'm not the younger generation. I don't give a fuck.
You're right. You don't work the line anymore either.
No, I do not.
Send a regular text message to somebody younger than 25 years old and try to get it back. Try to get a response back. Send a Snapchat of a picture of your coffee cup with, what are you doing? 5 seconds. I kid you not, man.
You know.
It is the texting of today.
Yeah, well, that's interesting that you say that, because that leads us into kind of my next topic.
Oh, bro, you got a porn virus on here.
No, I don't.
You got something.
It's just
too much you porn.
I got too many programs running at one time. Again, talking about the new Gen Z, they are not failing to disappoint us, I'm afraid.
Oh, you're going to get me on a soapbox here.
I hope so. Gen Z whine that they need therapy from the stress of filing taxes.
That's not just a Gen Z problem. I feel like I have that shit every year. I get stressed out every tax season. I'm like, man, I'm going to owe this year.
But
they need therapy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a woe is me mindset.
I mean, like, taxes are I look at it like this. Taxes are taxes. You're either going to pay or you might get a little bit back. You don't know. It's kind of a gamble. It's one of those things you just don't always know about. But the fact is that there's 2 things that are absolutely absolute in life. That is death and taxes.
That's what my grandpa used to say.
So there is absolutely no reason to worry one damn bit about it.
Can't change it.
Nope. But these Gen Zers.
But I can lie the shit out of some things on there. No.
I don't want to go through all of that.
No, I'm probably getting audited. Great.
Oh, I guarantee you're getting audited.
That's all right. I had mine done by a tax lady this year. I'm good to go. My previous tax lady wasn't so generous with me.
That sucks. Was she not generous, or she just wouldn't lie enough?
I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. I know I paid a lot of money.
Oh. But yeah, so you got these Gen Zers out there doing that. You know, then they are not failing us at all when that happens.
In any aspect.
But it's just all part of what we're dealing with now. You know, they don't want to work 40-hour work weeks a lot of times. You know, they have problems with punctuality. There's a lot of things.
it's everything is gray area.
Yeah.
You notice that? They love to live in that gray area.
Yeah. Well, I like the gray area too. You know me, and I'll play the gray area some too. But like, I'm not doing it to whine. I'm doing it to be an asshole.
My big thing is like when you listen to the argument of, I don't have enough money, I don't earn enough money, but I only want to work 30 hours a week to be full-time eligible for benefits and full pay. Yeah. I'm like, what the hell? That doesn't work like that.
No.
To get ahead, you got to work ahead.
You got to put your ass together and get some things going.
But this comes back to a generation has been told for probably the last 15 to 20 years. Yeah. That everything that they do is the most important, the best. That there is no one, they're the most important thing, and no one is going to be able to tell them that they are wrong. And we see it daily. I see it in the sports world. I see it in the coaching world. Like it's everywhere.
I couldn't imagine, and you are a better human being than I am. Ooh, I lost an ear there for a second.
Oh, you went deaf?
Yeah. I couldn't imagine coaching now.
Listen, I'm very fortunate as far as like that realm with a large majority of the kids that I coach because of their background. There is some entitlement there. However, a lot of those families are hardworking, honest kids, and they've been raised that way.
Okay.
But my previous stop, not so much. No, it's just.
I got a question though. Why? And so you teach at a preparatory school, or coach at a preparatory school. Why are all the preparatory kids got those weird ass first names?
the proper names,
whatever they're called, the biscuit and
I don't know any biscuits.
Munchausen and.
I think that's just old Southern names that have been brought back. Honestly, a lot of them.
Okay, I'm fixing to school you.
Okay.
No? No.
Damn. I don't know then. Poor choice.
Bad life choices.
Or they wanted their kids' names to stand out.
Had to be.
You know what I mean?
Had to be.
Hey, to each their own, I guess. To each their own.
Yeah, I guess.
I named mine after some, like, a normal thing, but I didn't realize at that same time frame, everybody else in the world was naming their kids Jackson or Jax from Sons of Anarchy.
You're right.
Yeah, so then you turn around and now my kid's in school with 25 different Jacksons.
Jackson! They, well, my daughter's actually, this is how fucking backwoods I am. If you notice, my daughter's name is spelled with an I at the beginning, S-I-D.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had a guess of how to spell your daughter's
But it's S-I-D instead of S-Y-D.
Okay.
And generally, a male that is named Sydney is S-I-D, and a female is S-Y-D. Every girl that's named Sydney spells it S-Y-D except my daughter. The only reason is that she's named after a road that my mother-in-law lived on. That's the road.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I was going to ask.
And then her middle name comes from the Grace Memorial Bridge that used to be one of the two Cooper River bridges in Charleston.
Yep.
Which is where
Sister Bridge.
Yep. Where my wife and I went. We went down to the base of the bridge and all that stuff on our first date.
Bro, you put a lot of name in that girl's name.
Yeah.
I didn't. I just like fucking flipped the coin. I was like, it's either Jackson or Brittany.
And Reed, of course, is named after me. His primary name is Joseph, but his middle name is Reed because of the Gaelic. I'm Scottish descent, so that's where it came from. Was Reed? Yes, I'm Scottish.
That's cool.
So,
no, my kid. I can't even tell you my story about my kids because it's not cool. Jackson has my middle name, and my daughter has somebody
else's name
in her mother's side's middle name from that side. So
well, that's
Andrew has been carried through my father and before. So
yeah. I know a lot of people like that give their. We got a good friend of ours that her middle name is like one of her grandmothers.
Right.
And a lot of people do that, and that's in the South. This is me now. Could be absolutely 100% wrong. Generally, first names carry in the South. So juniors, juniors, thirds, things like that.
Right.
So like Joseph Reed, Joseph Stansel. My middle name is my granddaddy's middle name.
Okay.
On my mom's side.
So is your son the second?
No, because he's Joseph Reed. I'm Joseph Stansel.
Oh, okay.
So he's still a first.
Gotcha.
But he is the last Campbell in my lineage.
See, that's where we have the same thing. Jackson is the last Spearman on the line.
Yep.
If he does not have another son, it's done.
Yep.
So
yep.
No pressure, kid.
No pressure. You are the stud muffins. What's going to be bad is our two kids are going to become friends.
Oh, God.
And mine's near feral. Yours is too.
No, listen, that boy's. Yeah, that boy.
And there's going to be trouble.
He's in trouble.
There's going to be trouble. So I was thinking about, actually, Brent, both the episodes of the episode we did with bad album covers was highly successful.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay. Where do you must stay up on these numbers better than I do.
Well, I look at the analytics about one. I don't obsess over them, but, our podcast comes out on Mondays. Thursday or Friday, I'll usually look at analytics and see what's going on.
Nice.
I do check Monday mornings first thing to make sure everything posted right, but I don't look at the analytics. I don't care.
Right.
If somebody comments or shoots me a message or something like that, I get that on a secondary thing. And it's not that I don't care about it, but I'm not going to sit there and worry about it and let it consume me because it will. I am one of those people.
Do you watch that? Do you rewatch ours?
Hell no. Well,
I can't do it. Everybody's like, "Have you watched your episode?" And I said, "No." And it must be like if you write your own book, like you're not reading the book.
Technically, I do because I do the editing on it, so I watch it for editing purposes.
I got you.
But I'm really not paying attention to what we're saying. I'm paying attention to more about the aspects of the editing, where the video screws up and I may cut something and stuff like that. Because we talk a lot that there's some stuff that just don't make it to the final edit because of time or because the audio was bad or the video was bad every now and then. So
you be editing my voice?
Yeah, I mean, really deep. Actually, your voice sounds like a 9-year-old little girl.
Does it?
Yes.
Damn, that's horrible.
Someone Epstein would actually be after.
Listen, he's got a lot of money. I'd be right there.
Yeah, well, he's dead.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Joe Biden, maybe.
Ooh. I don't know.
Creepy
That's a
Joe.
lot of Viagra.
Creepy Joe. Speaking of Joe, I am not a Democrat.
Say it's not so.
Yeah. But also, I would never put my place as a staunch Republican either. I'm really more middle of the road.
Yeah.
But I'm not a, libertarian either because
Right.
I think they're all batshit crazy. At least have some really crazy ideals that I can't get behind.
There's a reason they never win.
Yeah. But, I'm one of those people that I believe in the good of the candidate and what they believe in, and regardless. And I vote that way a lot of times. And so I've always voted split ticket because I've got really great people locally
Right.
that run Democratic, but I support them 100% because they are doing the right thing. They are making differences
Right.
that are positive for our community. Nationally, generally, I think I've always voted Republican in the presidential race. But anyway, I say all of that to say this. I am to the point, I was watching Biden the other day in a press conference.
Shit.
I feel sorry for him.
It's getting to that point. It's almost like watching the guy at the nursing home that literally just pooping himself and he's walking it's almost embarrassing for the rest of the world.
I feel like he is being paraded around and propped up by whatever nefarious forces are behind all of this, and he's just like this front man.
Right.
And it has gotten to he seems like just a doting, good old grandpa.
Right.
He would be like the fun grandpa that in any time would say something really bad, like
Yeah.
Yeah, he would say something super racist.
You want to bring him around your friends just for a laugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
type thing. And so I've actually gotten where I don't ever hate a different party and stuff like that. But I really got where I just feel sorry for the guy. That I don't think he is there enough to know what's happening to him.
No, and I don't think he has the capacity to understand that he's that puppet, or he does, and he's trying to play it off as best as he can.
And he might be just trying to power through it.
To ride it through.
And if he's doing that, I kind of respect him for that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I can't go along with all of his policies. I can't do all of that, But, I've looked over the years, I remember when I was like in my late 20s, early 30s, I hated Bill Maher, the comedian, did the show.
I still can't stand him.
Dude, I would offer for you to re-listen to him now and just...
Is he more median instead of...
No, he's more common sense. He has more common sense. So if I had to put it in a perspective, he has more common sense than 50% of the Democrats and more common sense than 50% of the Republicans.
Okay. I'd be willing to listen to it. Listen, I'm not one-sided.
And that was, I don't say I listen to him regular, but when I catch him on a clip or something like that, I'll listen to him. And for a minute or two, and you go, this dude gets it. He's calling the nut jobs on both sides, nut jobs on both sides. He's not pulling any punches. He's not playing party lines with that. He really is he's for what he thinks is the right thing. Mm-hmm. I can't really disregard a guy like that.
Right.
And so.
How about Chris Cuomo's new interview that he did the other day?
I haven't seen it.
Where he's talking that he's more terrified. This is the guy off CNN that was extreme left, hated Donald Trump, the Republican Party, smashed him for 4 years straight, right?
Oh, yeah, and his brother was a total shitbag.
Complete waste of trash. But this dude finally comes out and has to admit and says, I am more scared of another Biden administration 4 years than I ever would be of a Trump administration.
Really?
And when he said that, my jaw hit the floor. I said, I never would have thought this asshole would have said something like that. But he goes into a good point that at some point we become a laughingstock.
Yeah.
In the rest of the world. And if you listen to the Putin interview with...
he makes Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson.
Carlson.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson.
When you realize that Putin...
Sorry, I got snot. You hear that? It's just horrible.
No, I get it, man. I get it. But if you've listened to that full interview, it's scary.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to listen to the whole thing?
I've only listened to parts of it. Unfortunately, my attention span doesn't stick to that because I think Tucker's got some good points, but I also think he's a little out there on some things too. So when
he's very right-sided.
So when he goes out on a limb somewhere,
right,
I automatically lose interest.
Right.
And I don't know. I have a complete distrust of Vladimir Putin, obviously, because he's Vladimir Putin. But
yeah, I'm just saying there's some validation there as far as the world trying to make him, especially the United States, trying to make him look so bad, so that he's the focal point of all the bullshit that the U.S. government is pulling behind everybody's back. So it's look here. And he said, if you guys are that worried about me, your attention should be fucking focused on your own country and what they're doing to you. For somebody that's, would you put him in the top 3 most powerful in the world?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Easily?
Yeah.
For him to make that claim, there's got to hold something to it because he's not just throwing it out there for bullshit.
I think the government has got us.
Well, we're printing money again for Ukraine. So he's like, you guys are worried about me, but you are printing millions and millions of dollars, depriving your own economy line to support a country when all I'm doing is trying to make my country better for myself and for them. Yeah. Your country's killing you. It's literally starving you out because it wants to be that peacekeeper.
I don't get it. But he I did, like I said, I did watch some of it, but I just get so disenfranchised over all of it. It makes me sad. It makes me, the problem is that where we're at now makes me sad where we're at, but I don't want to go back to some of the places we were. Does that make sense?
Where? What era are you talking about?
I don't know.
You talking like 1960s?
Definitely not.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Even in the 90s, there was this era of, I don't know, an uncomfortable feeling, racial divides, and things like that. And I think it's actually in ways worse now, but I also think it's in ways better now, that the only people that are screaming racism are the people that are screaming racism. Does that make sense to you?
I get it. I don't see it. I'm very naive. I will tell you that. I don't see it because of what we do. Some of the guys in our ranks, some of my good friends, man, we don't.
It ain't there.
And I don't see it.
It's not there. And
I'm
it's not
sure
there.
you can dig in and find it if you
It's
need
not
it
there
to.
it's not there on the street.
I don't see it like that. I'll shake anybody's hand standing there like it.
Nobody's disrespecting anybody out there that I see. I'm sure it happens.
The old schools.
Sure it happens.
Sure.
I've got a story one day that we'll tell, I'll tell the story now. I was out with somebody that was a mixed race couple, and we were just hanging out. Went to this restaurant. And it was kind of like it was better than Applebee's, which doesn't say much, but
Right.
it was
Just above microwave food.
No, it was better, way better than that. But we were sitting there, and there was this old white couple sitting next to us, and we all overheard them bring the waiter all over and said, "We want to sit somewhere else because we can't sit next to them."
Oh, shit.
Now, trust me when I tell you, the person I was with needs nobody to defend them.
Right.
And he let it be known, and I let it be known that that waiter could move us because we didn't want to sit next to a bunch of racist assholes.
Right.
And so I know it still happens, but it happens. It's a mindset.
I think it's
generational.
It's a very ignorant, old school mindset.
Ignorance.
Right.
Ignorance is the biggest thing. I think that's the word. And it is ignorance.
Right.
That people don't understand other people's worth.
Right.
And that fucking kills me.
See, to me, it's you have a class of people, and it don't matter what the skin color is. You can be a piece of shit as a white guy, and you can be a piece of shit as a black guy.
100%.
You know what I mean? There's no line difference because of that. You're either above the line as far as like a productive member of society, or you decided not to, and you're below the line, and you just decided to be a piece of shit. Like that's just where it is to me.
And there's other things that are involved there. Is there some systemic bias and stuff like that against certain racial groups? I think there is in cases.
It could be.
Well, we see, and trust me, I don't believe half of anything that's on the news, but a lot of this stuff is proven. There's stuff in court that people of color were denied entry into certain colleges and things like that when they shouldn't have been. If everything was equal, there shouldn't have been that issue there.
Right.
And so there is that stuff out there, I think. But I also think that if you're talking about everybody down home, I don't see it on the everyday basis that there's this line. Now, the media and the government. And
that's where you can't turn to because they want that divide.
Yeah, they want that divide because it sells copies or it gets web clicks and stuff like that.
Well, it keeps evil versus good. That's what it is.
But what's evil?
No, the racism is the evil.
Yeah.
But if they don't have an evil, they don't have no superhero that's coming in to fix it for them.
Yeah, but
you know
I hate to say it, but there is no superheroes anymore.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
Right. At that point, there's got to be somebody that's in the limelight that looks like the superhero that's coming in to fix all this shit.
Yeah.
Right now, it's Biden with the border control and.
But there's no superheroes. That's the fact.
Right.
There's no magic bullet. There's no answer. There's the simple fact: people need to treat people like people.
You right.
In the discussion, and it doesn't matter background, race, creed, whatever, religious beliefs, any of those things. None of that stuff should divide us as human beings. And I think that's, I think a lot of people will agree to that. And I think there's a lot of work on both sides sometimes, or when I say both sides, that's probably racist saying it that way.
I think
there's a lot of, I think there's a lot of work that everyone can do to maybe be better.
Right.
Or more cognizant of what goes on and keep their eyes open for it and speak out against it. But I don't necessarily think that the everyday interaction you have with someone from another race is in any way promoting racist behaviors. I just don't see it.
No, I agree.
And if they are, fuck the racist.
Yeah.
Fuck those guys. Fuck these people that want the separation. You know?
Hey, though, I will tell you a funny story. A few years back, I walked into a house, and
you know you're bald, right?
That's where this is coming from.
Okay.
Because I, for one of the very first times in this situation, forgot my hat because I was in a spot where I didn't have it.
Yeah.
Walked in, see lady panics, says, "I am not letting your Aryan Nation ass touch me."
How did she know you so well?
I don't know, but it struck me so funny where my personality is I instantly start thinking like she's joking.
Yeah.
So I start chuckling back because I'm like, what are you talking about? She was not fucking around. And her daughter actually came in and had to apologize. Did not know at the time dementia. So she was older black lady, sees me, bald guy, tattoos.
But it was probably triggered a memory somewhere.
Instant knee-jerk reaction probably from something that happened to her back in the 60s or even earlier because she's 80-some years old at that point.
Yeah.
But as soon as she saw it, I was like, oh, shit.
I'm just saying, if you're racist, fuck you.
Yeah.
That's it. And if you have a problem with that, I'll meet you anywhere and we can have a conversation.
Oh, shit.
I like to talk. But so we've gotten serious here for a minute. Let's lighten it up a little bit.
Where are we going to?
Well, we were talking about how good the bad album covers and all that stuff was.
I'm surprised those took off. I really am.
Why?
I don't know.
That was funny.
It was funny. It was funny. I thought some of them would receive pretty negative, like, you guys are gross or some shit.
Yeah, I'm sure some of the people did that, but they did really well. This one is a little bit different, but kind of along the same vein.
Is this Bad Tattoos?
This is.
God, I love these things.
Dun, dun, dun. Bad Tattoos.
Oh, you could do this one on the back of this arm. Wherever Brian is, who needed a canvas back in 2004. I don't even know what the Chinese is on the back of my arm.
I know what it is. I'm just saying, go to China if you want to.
It's supposed to say courage and honor, but I doubt it says that.
It says open for business and points to your butthole. So, Bad Tattoos. Let's get started with number one. Knowledge.
Talk about straight out of like a racist book. You know this dude was in a garage getting this tattooed.
Oh, well, just look at the font there. It is.
Knowledge.
No, I can't even. And that looks like a calf or something like that, right?
Yeah, he drew that with pen first.
Oh,
like,
definitely.
You know, like when you were bored in school and you would like write your name in like the block lettering?
Yeah.
This dude was horrible at it.
Oh.
But he really, really tried. Like look, you can see in the W at the bottom, there's still lines in there.
The power.
Yeah.
The knowledge is power.
God. I always no pen.
No pen, no gain. And he's proud of it too.
Right there on the forearm. I wonder if there's a message behind that, like if that's intentional. Because that's actually pretty good work on the line, except for the spelling. Like, it's actually not bad for tattoo. I'm telling you, like, the line is not too bad. It's horrible spelling, but I'm wondering if he did that as a joke.
No.
You don't think so?
No. I think he's stupid.
Oh my! What in the white trash world is this?
That's Babby Girl.
Babby. Maybe her name is Babby.
It could be B. Abby.
It could be
B. Abby. B. Abby Girl.
You right. B. Abby.
B. Abby Girl got some rolls. And I think that's a tick right up there.
That's squamous.
Yeah, right up there. There's a tick right in that top corner.
Oh my! I need this.
I know.
That looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty jealous.
I was actually thinking about.
The dude can grow a nice little Fu Manchu, or the little goatee going on.
Yeah, I was thinking about Brent. That might be an idea for you.
That's not too bad. Better than a comb over.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you could like. It's almost like a comb over fade, but
it is
for
a nice little to the skin on the sides
for fucking trash.
Let's go fingertip length tattoo on the top with no guard on the sides.
No guard on the side.
The aviators are cool.
Yeah, I like the aviators, but come on, man.
God, no. How one is that?
Yeah,
God,
that's on the front, and that's a dude. Thank God.
I'm more concerned that he shaves his belly like that.
Well, he had to get this tattoo, so he had to shave. But
that's not brand new. He shaves on purpose.
Oh,
look at all the razor bumps, and it's not. It's probably like a Dollar General razor.
Yeah, and that belt right there, that looks like something that came on cargo pants in the 90s.
Yes, sir. Like the cargos and the Jinkos.
Yes,
it
sir.
Never held up. Yep. Look, is that a tag, that a sticker that's still on? No, that's your icon.
That's the little icon down there.
I thought it was the size thing that was still on there.
I mean, the art's not terrible.
No, he actually paid somebody to do that shit.
This guy over these two here look a little high though.
Yeah.
On the left side there.
That one up there is the winner.
Yeah,
he was first place.
First place.
I hope. That's funny. That's pretty funny. The shit stained Calvin's on a mole. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's what it sounded like.
I'm a little gassy.
God damn.
That is bad.
I'm about to be out the studio, y'all.
Ooh.
God.
Ooh, that was something. That's probably going to hit you.
Is that ketchup?
No, I think that's a squamous.
I was talking about the smell coming out.
No, that is
meatloaf.
Shame.
God. I'm stuck.
You're stuck. Oh, it's so pungent.
Oh. That's so bad.
I mean, it's got like the hand positions.
Is that a guy?
I don't know.
That's a guy.
Does it matter?
No. Or it's a very misshaped woman. What in? No. Joey, that's fucking awful, bro. God damn. Oh my God. If you guys can't smell it, it smells like a fucking outhouse.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I shouldn't have had the butter beans today.
No, you shouldn't have any of them. It's fucking...
Yeah, put on the mask.
God.
Speaking of,
what does that say?
Fart blossom.
Oh God. These poor people just don't expect to ever hold like any position in life. Oh,
doggy.
They go holding doggy. That's about it. Oh God. All right, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
But like that is right there. That is like no ass at all. Like if it's a dude, and it's got to be a dude. Like this motherfucker needs a belt.
That's a frog without suspenders.
Facts. I mean, what what drives people to get bad tattoos? I'm gonna leave that up there, right there. I'm gonna leave it there.
I think it's for an attention thing, or alcohol is involved.
But
I could never do it. I'm telling you that right now. Everything that's on me is either family heir, or my kids, or something that signifies something important in my life.
It's
I'm not brave.
well thought out.
Yeah, and there's not a lot that I would put on there for that. This, not for shits and giggles.
No,
literally.
I mean, that's permanent. Like that's it's.
Yeah, and if it's not, if it's like we're gonna try this. That's I hear it's really painful getting them removed.
It's expensive too.
Yeah, I heard it's like 3 times the amount of putting one on you.
Yeah, but
and it takes multiple of them.
The problem is he likes coins, not just a coin.
Coins.
It's like one of those bathroom Trojan dispensers. You got to put like the 4 quarters in the stack.
Or the cologne.
Oh.
The bathroom cologne. We used to have Brute. Do you remember that?
Brute Dracar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Or at the bar when you're like, man, I can't go with her like that. That's This looks like Mr. Krabs from Squidward or from SpongeBob out of his shell that just got his first tattoo.
The problem is everybody viewing this, and even you and me, we want to see what it looks like when he bends over.
You're right. Or lift them like flappy cheek things right there up. See if the ink goes all the way through, or he just did it while he was standing there.
Oh, that's my wife's phone again.
Oh, it's going off? Hold on. I got you.
Oh, God. While the phone rings, y'all can absolutely stare at this man's octopus ass. All right.
Time restraints.
Yeah. Yeah. Old octopus ass right there. Like,
at least no one's going to see that.
Now, let's be honest. If you get that kind of artwork done, you're showing it off.
Not legally.
Look at the eyes on the beast, the fucking Leviathan.
What is that? What has he got on the sides there? Are those swords behind him like Leonardo?
No, I think that's their breathing, like an octopus breathing tube. Don't they have that little funnel thing?
I don't know the anatomy of octopus, bro.
I don't know either. I know he is fucking proud of it, though.
Yes, he is.
Does that give
that's disturbing. That's the worst one I've seen.
Yeah. Does that actually...
Does that wrap all the way around his thighs?
It looks like this one on the left side, it does. Is this where we get the word the Kraken from?
Absolutely. That's probably it. That's probably what he was trying to do, the Kraken.
The Kraken, absolutely.
Good call.
So there you go. We have bad tattoos.
God. I'm surprised that's all you had.
I know. Well, there was a lot of them, but they were a lot the same. And it was like, I don't know, dumpster slut and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of played out, anybody sees those.
Those 18, 19-year-old drunk girls that are like, oh, take me to the tattoo shop. Watch this.
Yeah. And then some of them were just like badly drawn tattoos, like a tiger that looks not like a tiger.
Yeah, it looks more like that. Have you ever seen the Down syndrome white tiger?
Yes. Down syndrome white tiger.
Oh, God. The liger.
The liger. But no, a lot of them were just like that and just poorly drawn, misspellings and stuff like that,
Yeah. And they're always so proud. They're like holding like a picture of their kid's face, and they're like, look.
Yeah. The portraits are horrible.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a
snaggle tooth in the front, and the head's all fucked up.
Listen to us right here. Seriously, listen to us. Look closely into our eyes. If you're going to get a portrait tattoo of anybody, I'm not saying don't do it. Spend the money to get the best artist possible.
Yeah.
Don't go to the budget tattoo parlor to get, because you're going to end up, we got a friend.
Oh, who? I don't even want to know.
Dwayne Sr.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure that's just because he got older and it stretched out.
Well,
maybe it tried to grow with DJ.
Maybe.
I love you guys.
Yeah, I
I'm
love
just
you.
fucking with y'all.
But that's the thing is that, back in the day, especially in South Carolina, because tattoos in South Carolina have not been legal.
Like 15 years, right?
Probably 20 now. I remember my first tattoos, I had to go to Georgia to get.
Damn.
And that was when I was 18, 19, 20.
Yeah.
Somewhere along in there. So probably 15, no more than 20 years they've been legal. And none of mine, I don't have any, everything I have is coverable.
Yeah,
and,
not me.
And just the simple fact is I'm a broke son of a bitch, and I want more, but I just...
They are expensive.
They are expensive, but you get what you pay for.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, you pay for the good stuff.
If somebody tells you a 4-hour piece is $150, walk away.
Yes, because you're going to end up with tetanus and probably some type of strep, and your portrait is going to look like Corky from the Wonder Years.
Well, even simple shit. If they're that cheap and they don't know what they're doing with it, you're going to scab up, and most of the ink's not going to stay in anyway. You're wasting your time and your money and the pain.
And pain. And that's the thing is the healing and all that. All that's changed now. You used to put like baby butt cream, A&D ointment, and stuff like that on them. Now they got all these kind of healing things that make it so much better, and the inks are so much better. Like there's a couple of mine that are colored tattoos, and they need to be touched up just because of the quality of the ink back then is different than the quality of ink now. But there's a lot of people doing really good work out there too. So we're not digging on tattoos. We're digging on those tattoos done with a guitar string while on meth in a black lit room somewhere in Texarkana, Texas, the back of a semi trailer.
Yeah, I don't think any of my pieces were ever under $250, even for the cheap ones, just because I was paying for the guy that was doing my tattoos.
But that's worth it though, because that thing's going to stay. It's going to.
I mean that color there is 7 years old and it hasn't touched anything.
That's right. God, I bet that one stung a little bit.
The armpit, my right side will never be done. Because I'm gonna be honest, I almost turned my man card at that point. Especially with that many colors and shades of green, I was not feeling it. It was just like being cut after that many.
Really?
Yeah, the outline wasn't bad. I mean, it was shit, but once they started going into the different shades of green, that was it. That was it for me.
And I like black and white tattoos, and I like the shade, the shaded tattoos and stuff like that. A lot of those people got the black art down really good, and it looks amazing. And I got a couple of art pieces that I'd like done by an artist called Matt Rydell, and they are amazing pieces of art, but they look like they would take probably a couple $1,000s and several sessions to get done, and I can't pull that off quite yet.
Andrew McNamara, please stop calling my phone. God, McCaskill, you annoying rascal.
He loves the podcast though.
Does he?
Yeah.
He's all about it?
Oh,
Maybe I should have put him on speakerphone.
We should have. If he calls back, put him on speakerphone.
I just told him he's now involved in the podcast and he's all shy. So. It's funny how everybody wants to say something, but then you invite them in for guests or to talk, and they're like, I won't be able to keep my mouth shut. I'm like, that's the point.
Yeah.
It's an open forum.
Yeah, but you were scared to death on the first podcast, too.
Listen, I was nervous. This shit right here got me for a while. I had to get back into my element of my comfort.
And now
I'm fine.
Yeah. But, McCaskill, if you're listening, call on back in.
I'll put you right on here. You can ask me whatever question that you're dying to ask me. You shithead. Text me 6 times and call me. Still ain't read it.
Leave them on read. But y'all, another hour's done passed.
That's crazy.
I know. So don't forget, folks, follow us on our social media. Of course, that is Sarcasm and Serotonin at Instagram, YouTube, and the Facebook. Follow our podcast anywhere that podcasts are distributed, and our email is sarcasmandserotonin@gmail.com. You can drop us a line there. We're definitely on the merch hunt. So anybody's interested in that, shoot me an email to this Gmail. Anything else, I don't really look at Facebook.
And we don't have prices. I don't have anything like that for all of you that were asking me for how much.
I'm looking for people to do it.
Yeah.
Like people that would be interested in doing it. I want to talk with you.
Okay.
So, and then at that point, we'll start get some prices and get some stuff together for that. But we thank y'all again for listening to us. Y'all keep it on the upside. And remember, just stay positive, folks. Treat people like people, man.
That's it.
That's it. We love y'all. We'll see you next time.